Okay, so let's learn how to memorize. Memorization is a technique, okay, and anybody can do it, right? One thing that is very important, and you have been doing it all your life throughout without even realizing, is association. So without association, it's rare that you remember anything. Most of the time you use association to remember stuff. Like for example, how do you remember a particular dress that you saw someone else wearing at a party? You remember it because that dress either stood out, or because of that person, or because of that party. Okay, so one thing is associated to another one, and this we have been doing all our life subconsciously. Like we were not conscious about it when we were doing it. We remember certain fragrance because of a certain person. We remember certain incident because it happened at a certain place, and people because those people were involved in that incidents. We remember those people. So one thing associates another, and you might have realized, you might have noticed also that if you're able to remember one particular thing, that leads to another, and that leads to another set of things that automatically comes to you. Okay, so we will try to harness this particular trait that we have of associating. Now another thing that is very very important when you have to memorize anything is this understanding that knowledge begets knowledge. Now people in ancient Greece used to were able to memorize entire speeches using loci methods, that is building on locations or sequences. Now this can be anything. This can be sequences as simple as A B C D, like A for apple, B for ball, C for cat. Now what you have to do is just have to associate any particular thing, like a pencil to apple. Like an apple is talking to a pencil, now you remember a pencil. Like a ball to a boy, or a cat to a yardstick. Cat is playing with a yardstick. So this just requires association. You can build up on this ABC and remember 26 things in a go. But of course, association also requires certain fundamentals. Okay, before we move on to association, we have to first understand what is memory. So memory is nothing but ability to recall anything that you saw or read. Okay, now either it is trained or it is untrained. Anybody can develop it. There's no such thing as someone with very good memory or someone with very poor memory. Okay, you can train it. It's like a muscle. The more you train it, the more you get better at it. Now fundamentals. So fundamentals involve original awareness. So original awareness is like it's originally aware of things. As in, for example, if I saw someone wearing a red hat in a crowd of people wearing beige hat, then I will definitely remember them. Okay, so original awareness also is about converting abstract or intangible stuff into tangible. Okay, and this is where memory systems come into place. We also have to understand the nature of a brain. Nature, as in, like, what does it like to remember? It likes to remember abstract, absolutely weird, okay, out of this world stuff. It likes stories, it likes melodies. Okay, so, and it likes images, most of all, images. Anything that is in an image format, you'll tend to remember it more than if it's spoken out to you. That's why, to make anything more, you can say, impactable, they make posters out of those things. Okay, so yeah, so this was about a brain understanding. Now coming to basic learning skills. So what do? Knowledge begets knowledge. As in, for example, if you have to study on photosynthesis, first you need to know about the plant, then you need to know about the leaves. Okay, And if you're going to study, and for example, for like I'm a periodontist, okay, so if I am going ahead and studying about implants, first I need to know about implants. So I need to go look and search online, search for information. You can go ask your educators, ask your professors, their sources, net books, etc. Look for implants. What are implants? Why do we use them? Why are they necessary? Why can't we do without them? Then, in order to remember the information, you need to associate to something that you already know or remember in a ridiculous way. Okay, then you apply the information and you can decide where you want to apply. One very simple example that I want to give you all is how I remember anything that I have to memorize in a sequence of 1 to 10. It is very simple. You can develop your own. Okay, 1 sun, 2 shoe, 3 tree, 4 door, 5 wife, pardon me, wife, 6 wicks, 7 heaven, 8 plate, 9 wine, 10 men. Okay, so if I have to remember some random abstract stuff, for example, just let's take it, a book, a pen, glasses, mobile, okay, earphones, globe, denture, tooth, chair, and bag. So how will I remember all these things? I'll associate them with this, something that I already know. So I know this part, I memorize this part. Okay, 1 to 10 I know. 1 is sun only, 2 is shoe, 3 is tree. So what will I do? I will just associate book with sun. Like for example, sun is reading a book. Okay, there's a or instead of a sun, there is a book radiating from the sky and absolutely stunning, amazing. Then pen and shoe. While I was walking, a pen came and literally stabbed me in my shoe. Now that is painful. I will remember that. Then tree and glass, as in a tree was made up of glass. Door, mobile. While I was looking at my mobile, I slammed myself into the door. Okay, slamming. This is something that I'll remember. Then wife, earphones, as in like a wife is moving around wearing humongous earphones. Okay, then wicks and globe. Entire globe is covered with wicks and it smells very wicky. Then heaven and denture and heaven. So when you go to heaven, and what do you see? That people are roaming around. Not people, actually dentures are roaming around. So a heaven full of dentures. Then plate, tooth. You have a plate on which numerous teeth are there. Okay, then wine with the chair. So you sat on the chair and you're sipping wine, a humongous bottle of wine. Then men with bag, as in there are a lot of men wearing humongous bags on their shoulder. Now it's easy to remember. So sun, what do we see for sun? If I just erase these, okay, let's see if I'm able to recall all of them. You guys know, right? So let's try to recall. So sun was a book, like book radiating. Then shoe, I remember something, pen stabbed me. Tree made of glass. Then door, mobile slammed. Okay, wife, earphones, humongous. Okay, wicks, globe. Okay, then heaven, dentures. Then plate of tooth or teeth, wine, chair, sipping wine. Okay, man with bags. Now we created an image, okay, which was absolutely absurd, weird, and because of which it tend to stick. So this is how you remember stuff. Now I hope you guys apply this in your everyday things, especially studying something. I'll be very happy to know in comments whether it helped you or not. Thank you so much.